Hello, my friends. Ruben Obed here, transmitting live from GB Music Group Studios in Dorado, Puerto Rico, bringing you episode 54 of the Ruben Obed Show. As promised, our show now has a different format. We're going to be doing the videos in a more planned out atmosphere, a little more edited, a little more pro. You know, it doesn't mean that we're not going to do our live feeds, but you know, this is what our program is morphing into. So the subject for today is going to be the situation with Kanye West and Candace Owens. All right, had a little brain fog for a second there. Basically, this is what I believe is going on with the situation with Candace Owens and Kanye. Kanye represents the emotion of this entire situation. Kanye doesn't seem like a man who is basically there to educate us in terms of policy or educate us in terms of of politics, but rather I believe he's there more as an emotional influence.
But I'm just living my life day by day, doing what I feel and what the Spirit calls upon me to do.
Candace Owens, which is a very educated, well-spoken young woman, both of them being black. I mean, you have a force to be reckoned with there. The influence alone, pardon me, the influence alone of Kanye West has so much weight behind it. It has so much weight. Candace, on the other hand, has another weight, which is more on the intellectual aspect. You know, I'm not saying that Kanye isn't intelligent. He's a highly intelligent guy, but he himself has said that he's an artist. You know what I mean? That he needs his canvas to paint. And I think that is actually very good, because that kind of takes the pressure off of Kanye West to bring you statistics, to bring you hardcore evidence, when he in fact is implying the fact that he's saying basically, I'm not an intellectual. I am just a guy, and I'm a performer, and these are my views, and I believe in freedom of speech and freedom of thought, you know, and that's something that the left does not want. The left does not want a free-thinking black man or black woman.
Black people have a tendency to focus and march when a white person kills a black person or wears a hat, but when it's 700 kids being killed in Chicago, it's okay. It's okay for blacks to kill blacks.
It being, if you watch the whole TMZ interview where Kanye speaks about the fact that he is more of an emotional type, well, if you really think about it, then it makes sense what he said. You know, he's basing on the emotion. He's basing on the practical aspect of it. You know, he's basically saying, well, you know what? We had the numbers on our side. We had to, create a revolt as slaves, but we didn't, because we were slaves up here. And that is the point that Kanye West is making. He's saying slavery was not just the circumstance of the person being a slave in the cotton fields, or no. Slavery was up here. And they had the numbers. They had 400 people. They had 400 years of slavery, which in that time, if those slaves were free thinkers, they would have stood up and unified themselves and went against that. And I think that's what Kanye meant as slavery being a choice, you know. But like everything, the left is going to misconstrue everything that somebody like Kanye says, or anything that people like Trump, President Trump, is going to say. And it's due to that. They will nitpick at every little thing. They expect. See, that's where the whole mentality of the whole political correctness thing is. It's like they want you to be so perfect in your way of speaking so as not to offend anybody. And then when you're saying something they don't like, they misconstrue your words. You know, that's their tactic, and they're going to continue doing that. They're going to see this video and they'll twist my words too. You know, that is part of that liberal agenda, the agenda of trying to ridicule people from, you know, the right with conservative views. Right now, and he even mentioned it during the TMZ video interview, that, you know, he mentioned Wacko Jacko. If we all remember, when Michael Jackson was alive, you know, he was stamped Wacko Jacko. Why? Because what did they have in common? Well, Michael Jackson had in common the fact that he was exposing certain things which the left and which the globalists didn't want exposed. And unfortunately, that is the world that we live in, you know, and Hollywood is influenced by that train of thought. So what's going on right now in society, I look at it more like a renaissance, you know. People like Kanye West, people like Candace Owens, people like Alex Jones of InfoWars. These are people that are contributing, and they're bringing to the forefront what the media has pushed to the background, you know. And I find it exhilarating, the fact that I, as a conservative, and these other people as conservatives can actually come up and make programs and speak and talk and defend our points. And the left is going crazy. They're going bonkers because all they know how to do is say F Trump and give the middle finger. But when you sit down with them and you want to talk to them about policy, you want to talk to them about something substantial, they lack the intellect to do it. And when they do have the intellect to try to confront you, you listen to their arguments, and they end up being arguments that any person with common sense would say, that makes no sense. You know, what's wrong with that person? You know, a lot of people are from the left. You know, I can understand that. And the people from the left have one thing in common. It's that even if the truth crawled and bit them on the ass, they still won't acknowledge that it was the truth. You know, you have somebody like President Trump. If President Trump right now, today, announced he has the cure for cancer and put out the cure for cancer, the left would get angry. And the reason I mention this is because I saw a meme recently posted up by a colleague and fellow Trumpster on my Facebook page, and I don't mention his name because I don't have authorization, but he knows who he is. And basically the meme was that. The meme was a crowd of people with signs saying, I want my cancer back. You know, the cure for cancer is racist. And they had a picture of Trump announcing that he had the cure for cancer. And basically that is the lunacy that is going on with the left. I mean, it is lunacy, you know, but we have to deal with it. We have to deal with it, people. So, but I want to make this video just, I just want to mention that I'm proud of Kanye. I'm proud of you, Candace Owens. I'm proud of you, Alex Jones and the InfoWars teams. I'm proud of you. And let's keep up the fight, because as the motto says over there at InfoWars, we are the resistance, and they are absolutely correct about that, you know. So that's pretty much everything I gotta say at this point. So I want to thank you guys. This was episode 54 of the Ruben Obed Show. Ruben Obed, your host, and I'll see you tomorrow.